The way I see it is like this. If you sit and just stop all external stimulation and wait, the first thing that you notice is what you are like. And sitting and continuing to sit, you come up against your anger, your frustration, all your thoughts, and you can just watch in amazement your sort of wild and untamed mind and the tension in the body. And slowly, as you spend time noticing what you're like, eventually, after quite a long time, or maybe not such a long time for some people, the mind goes clear and the body can drop into a deep state of calm. And when this happens, you become aware of yourself as just being this vibrant space of clarity, of neutral readiness, alertness, awakeness. You feel very open and you don't want anything, you don't need to go anywhere. It's like you become a place of awareness. Just sitting there, there is awareness inside that can look at your mind, that can look at your tendencies, your body. It can become aware of how you feel, and you become aware of the fact that you can watch yourself from the outside. You become a witness, and when you are able to sit in that witness position, you become aware of the fact that you are fundamentally made of spirit. You're made of light, of energy, of peace, of clarity, whatever you want to call it. Each different religion has a different approach to this. I think all religions are incredibly precious and important. And I also want to say that religions, the meaning religion, the word religion means relink. It relinks you to the truth, to the source, to the way it is. And I respect everybody's religious path. But what really matters on your religious path is that you actually get there and you actually start to realize what's really going on inside, what we really are made up of. So when you have one person who is aware of themselves as this center of awareness and another person comes into contact, if you both sit and become aware of what it is like just being there, there's a part of this person that realizes that it is staring at exactly the same thing in the other. We're all made up of spirit, so this person is made up of spirit, and the very same spirit is alive and living through the other person. Sure, as the spirit comes into this human being, there are different responses, personality reactions, a whole lifetime of filtering that gets in the way, and exactly the same spirit comes into this person, but a whole lifetime of experience blocks and gets in the way of the pure truth underlying this person's life. The point is that the same spirit can see and recognize exactly the same thing in another person. Deep down, there's no difference. We're exactly the same. It's just the more superficial things that get in the way. And if two people come together and are prepared to sit and let their awareness settle, then the personality, the defenses, all the stuff, all the baggage, all the crap that gets in the way, we start to see through it and we start to become more aware that the underlying truth is what matters. It's just there all the time, constantly. And the more we can rest in that awareness, the more our personalities and our own individual histories and our own heartfelt issues don't really matter fundamentally, because underneath we're all made of the same spirit that a rabbit has, that a flower has, that you can sense in water. And it's a wonderful release to realize that at the end of the day we are made of this fundamental life force, this unitary consciousness that pervades everything. It's a great relief to know that at the end it doesn't really matter, that our own individual problems are just really veils that get in the way of the truth. So in Buddhist psychotherapy, for example, core process psychotherapy, you just sit together and you bring what you need to bring, and you just allow this emergent truth to drive the process. And we start to settle more and more into this truth and realize that what we think is ourself and our personalities and our patterns are nothing more than just reactions. The more we can contact the truth, the underlying truth, the more we can let go into it, there can be a massive sense of relief that we don't need to worry too much. Of course, we all have a huge impact on each other, but the truth is constantly there, loving, open, responsive, spontaneous. It's certainly been one of the most useful things that I've learned in my life, thanks to the training I received at the Karuna Institute, through Buddhist teachers, in particular Chogyam Trungpa Rinpoche and Namkhai Norbu, two great Tibetan teachers, and also from the Christian beliefs, the breath of life and the Holy Spirit, and various conversations I've had with Islamic clients of mine, friends of mine. The underlying truth is there, it's universal. Thank you. The way I see it is like this. If you sit and just stop all external stimulation